The sparkling beauty of the island of Kauai is the backdrop as Directv presents the NFL Quarterback Challenge. From the Baltimore Ravens, Tony Banks.
This is probably the toughest position to play, but I've always liked the pressure. Anybody that plays this position has got to like the pressure, because if not, you're not going to be real successful.
From the Atlanta Falcons, Chandler.
It's unique to any other position in any sport. So many guys relying on you to do your job well so that the team can win. You can't get that anywhere else.
Jim Harbaugh of the San Diego Chargers.
Playing the quarterback position, sometimes you don't know exactly what you're made of until you're under that fire. So I think there's a lot of things I found out about myself playing the game of football.
Brad Johnson from the Washington Redskins.
I think we all have our own style of play, and I think that the thing you notice about most people that make it to this level, they're hard workers, good people, and usually finish on top.
Indianapolis Colts quarterback Peyton Manning.
You know, the quarterback has to be sort of in charge of everybody, and it's a big responsibility, but it's one, when you do it well, it's extremely gratifying.
Rookie Donovan Mcnabb of the Philadelphia Eagles.
You have to look guys in the eye, and they can see how serious you are about the game and how much you love the game. Then it'll rub off on some other players.
Another rookie from the Chicago Bears, Cade Mcnown.
For me to be successful, everybody around me's got to be successful. But then for us to be successful as a group, I need to raise my level of play, and that's how you win games.
And the defending champion, Arizona's Jake Plummer.
Everything's so focused, and when winning means something to you and you hate to lose, you shut everything else out and you go after it, and that's really what I do.
And aloha from the beautiful island of Kauai, and welcome to this year's edition of the Quarterback Challenge. Along with my partner Phil Simms, I'm Greg Gumbel. First event for our quarterback is Directv Speed and Mobility. Take us through the course, Phil.
Greg, good test of quarterback skills. First, you take off, duck under the first defender, run around a couple of defenders, and then the key to the event, see if you can throw with accuracy on the run.
Miss that target and a second is added to your time. You can have time deducted by hitting the white ring, take off quarter of a second. A bullseye takes off half of a full second.
Hey, when's the timer stop when your foot hits into the red?
What's that?
Does the timer stop when the ball hits the target or your foot hits the red?
When the ball hits the target or goes like where it hit the target.
So you can't float them up. It's not good to float it up there.
Yeah, just kind of firm, relaxed throw. You know how to do it.
You wouldn't know that these are the last two champions, do you? After speed and mobility, the quarterbacks will compete in accuracy, long distance throw, finally read and recognition.
Well, Tony Banks, he is a young quarterback. I think he has really good mobility, a very strong arm. This should be a good event for him.
Steps over the bar, let's fly, and let's fly high.
It's amazing. It's not a very far throw, but these quarterbacks, when you run, you make that jump, there's a little tension that gets in your body.
Come on, Chris. Come on now. Here we go. Here we go.
Chris Chandler, noted for his, that's who they're talking about. Noted for his speed and mobility. When you think, Greg?
I don't think Chris would think that. He has been a durable quarterback over the years, though. When he's healthy, he is a terror on the field.
This is probably the one event that keeps him up the night before. He goes, oh, man, if we didn't have to do this, I could really enjoy this competition.
Chris, let's fly, and let's fly over the target completely.
That's the same thing I did last year. But it was a nice tight spiral.
Well, see, there's something good in everything.
Chris is exactly right. We watched him do this 1 year ago, Phil. Carbon copy.
Well, you know what it is, Greg? Again, how many times do you think Chris Chandler during the football season or when he's training during the offseason throws the football on the run? Probably, well, once or twice, so it is new to him.
Here's Jim Harbaugh of the Chargers.
Well, Jim Harbaugh noted for scrambling and throwing on the run. That's why he stayed in the league so long, and that's why he's been successful.
Takes that hop, let's fly, and that's pretty good. And Jim Harbaugh is our leader now at 9.09. After that hula exhibition, Phil, how's he ever going to step back into a huddle?
Well, I'll tell you this, Greg. His teammates got some ammo to throw at him now after seeing that dancing exhibition. But it was pretty good. I give him credit. He showed a lot of courage trying that. Brad, a good athlete, played basketball when he's at Florida State. Moves around pretty well.
Not bad. Did he get a little piece of the white?
Blue. White.
Yep, you got some white, Greg. All these quarterbacks, one thing they'll do when they throw that football and it's close, they'll go in there and beg and try to get that time taken off.
Oh, thank God, I'm out of breath.
Probably the biggest surprise in Peyton Manning's first 2 years in the National Football League is the fact that for a quarterback that's 6'6", he's very mobile.
On the move. Nice little move there as he released the football.
Yeah, really a good strategy by Peyton Manning. Jumped the hurdle and then veered to his right to give himself a better angle and let him throw the ball sidearm.
I'll tell you, for the first time, I didn't want to trip on it, didn't want to hit any cones, and just wanted to try to make contact. So
rookie jitters come back.
That's right.
You make adjustments for the second time?
Well, I guess the strategy is to kind of see what everybody else does, and I think the main thing you want to do, you don't want to lose time. You don't want to hit a cone, don't want to miss the target, and just hopefully try to do something safe.
Yeah, like hit the bullseye.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
The parents of Donovan Mcnabb, who is up next, the rookie quarterback from the Philadelphia Eagles. And if there is an athletic guy on the field, it's Mcnabb, Phil.
Well, Donovan Mcnabb from Syracuse University. He's known as a scrambler, and, man, this guy can run.
Let's fly, misses the target down low. As you look at Donovan's score, you know, when you're that quick, you can take a little time when you go over that bar and throw, but this is first time around in the competition. Here's Cade Mcnown, another rookie quarterback.
Another rookie quarterback, Greg, another quarterback who can run, good scrambler. A little different than Donovan. Cade Mcnown, a little more graceful.
Hey, that's not bad.
Sweet, dude. How about the hang time throw?
The hang time.
It helps me. You don't have to duck to run under that thing.
Dude, stay off camera when you say that stuff.
Yeah, you're never off camera in this event. He'll find out.
Here's Jake Plummer. Boy, if there was ever an event made for this guy, this is his game during the regular season.
Well, it is. And when you come over here, I think all the quarterbacks have the same impression of Jake Plummer when they see him. Good shot. The thing is, Greg, you see him in person, you go, wow, this guy is really fast.
Yeah, you know, this year they got these quick young guys around, and not hitting the white kind of hurt me. I need to get the time off, a little more time off when I hit the target, but my time was all right through the course. It's all right, first event, get a little nerves out.
So after the first round of speed and mobility, Cade Mcnown is our leader, followed by Jake Plummer, Peyton Manning.
I'm going to get Plummer.
Give me a Peyton. Can you give me a Peyton?
Hey, Jake, who's this? Who's this?
Come on, man, they're not that bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And here's Tony Banks, who is dead last after the first time around.
Well, Tony Banks, Greg, I think he's one of the most physically gifted quarterbacks in the NFL. Big, he's fast, look how smooth he is, and he has a tremendous arm.
Just not particularly accurate on this particular day.
Well, you can see he's a good kicker, too, though. Nice feet, good coordination, but
I'll guarantee you a bullseye here.
So Tony Banks with a total of 19.96, and here's Chris Chandler, guarantee and all.
Yeah, he's Mr. Guarantee. Thinks he's Joe Namath. Let's see what happens. Chris Chandler doing the smart thing, kind of taking his time, being smooth.
That's not too bad.
Yeah!
It's the little things that make you happy in life.
How close is that? There's a little chalk hanging down there.
Give him the red.
Yeah.
That is fast.
Here's Donovan Mcnabb now.
Chris Chandler's going to play a few more years. He's getting quick. Look at McNabb. He is tearing up some turf. Don't need a groundskeeper.
And comes up short. That looked familiar?
Well, it did look like Tony Banks at times. Stand up straight. When you do it, you're going to throw the football down and low.
Let's join Bonnie.
Hey, you got to move that thing lower.
There's an athlete who knows himself well.
Well, you know what's great? Chris Chandler coming here this year, just having a good time, being relaxed, and that's the way to do it.
We saw Chandler perform better his second time around. Let's watch Brad Johnson now on his second try. How's that?
I'd say that's pretty good. That'll make him happy.
We were all trying to cheat, getting around the cones and everything. I knew I had to come up with the bullseye to even have a chance, so maybe have a chance. We'll see.
Hey, by the way, If a linebacker's taking that angle at that point where we're supposed to turn, we're dead.
The speed and mobility, Brad Johnson and Chris Chandler are running 1-2.
Yeah.
You're right. Mine was all wobbly. I was just guiding.
I know, we got to get some blue chalk up here for you.
Dude, I went off 1 foot. It's hard.
Hey, Peyton. We got to get Cade some chalk all the way up here for that duck.
I need a chalk-filled ball.
In case that ball hits like that.
It gives me more room to play with. I can point. I can go, no, it's in the white.
Just have the whole thing blue, and you can just be like the size of a basketball when it hits.
Quarterback challenge, me and Bonnie, we'll have that canoe race, and then we'll see who has the bragging rights.
Oh, I can't wait. Here's Jim Harbaugh for his second go-round.
Well, you can look at Jim Harbaugh, 36 years old. He's known as a guy that can run. He can still move, and wow, that's an upset. One of his strengths, throwing the football on a run, so you can tell by looking at him he's upset. Well, Peyton showed in the first run that he's pretty quick for a guy that's 6'6". He doesn't like the fact that he's got to duck under that first defender like some of the other quarterbacks.
See if he has that little veer to the right. He does, and let's go. And that's a little lower than he'd like.
The white. Dummy.
Let the football go.
Here's Jake Plummer, defending champion in this event as well as the overall competition, and trying to get the crowd behind him.
Not enough Arizona fans here today. Not quite getting fired up for Jake Plummer. But man, what a pair of feet on him. He can stop on a dime, gets going quick again.
Gotta hit the target.
You got that right, Jake.
It's just amazing. NFL quarterbacks, that target's about 15 yards away, and they're amazed they can't hit it.
I love you, Kawhi.
That's it.
Okay, you're the leader. Cade Mcnown's up.
He's scary.
Can you do a little play-by-play for me?
Yeah.
All right.
You see, he already got the crowd going. Cade, I love you, Kawhi, which is key. You gotta have the support here. I'm surprised the left-handed guy's doing so well. Here he goes. Here he goes.
He needs a 9:01 to take the lead.
Great turn there. He got under the. See now here he goes. He's just got to hit the target. If he can get over it, he got it. He got me. The young buck moved up.
So in the speed and mobility, Cade Mcnown, the winner, overtaking Jake Plummer. Peyton Manning comes in third. In our overall quarterback challenge standings, Mcnown, Plummer, Manning, Johnson. And next up, the Southwest Airlines accuracy event. This is how this event works. 3 balls from the first station thrown at the target, moving right to left. The next 3 balls at the target, moving left to right. And then the competitors roll out and throw to one of 2 deep targets for big points.
Did you come out and practice yesterday? Nah, man. See, you're going dry run? Oh. I'll tell you what, just get an eye on the target and let it go. Because if you try to finesse it, he's not gonna, because the cart's not going to adjust. Right. It's going and it's going to keep going. So if you get a bead, just, rifle that.
The record holder in this event is Troy Aikman of the Dallas Cowboys with a total of 80 points all told. And
the beaches are pretty nice over here.
Here's Donovan McNabb.
Waited too long to throw the first football, because the longer you wait, look how far the target gets away. Makes a very tough throw.
Also kind of standing there admiring his throws, and by the time he gets to number 3.
Uh-oh, a bird just flew over.
And McNabb going deep and hits the top of the target. Donovan's not going to be pleased with that round at all.
Give him a hand, crowd. Let's make him feel welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Low-flying aircraft. Donovan McNabb with 20 points. And now, Tony Banks. See his numbers on the regular season.
No practice yesterday. Let's see how he does. Well, he's going to fire it, that's for sure. Holy. And look at that. He made a 20-yard throw. He had to throw it about 45 yards. Tony, got to keep moving. Nice bullseye.
But now he's got number 3. Look how far away that target is.
Into the front row of the stands.
Outside.
Good strong arm, but do you think maybe Tony will show up for practice next time?
Oh.
That 30 seconds goes awfully fast.
When you take your time, it does.
Here's a guy who knows all about this event, Jim Harbaugh. I think maybe next time around, Tony won't be listening to the other guys around, Phil.
Never listen to the competition because they always lie.
Get in front.
High and right for Harbaugh on his second throw, and the third one is off the mark as well.
Well, Greg, the thing is, you know what he's doing. Trying to get the balls as quick as he can, get in position to throw the ball, moving well.
Deep downfield and very top left corner of the target for a total of 32 points for Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, but he's not happy.
Are we getting close here?
And Chris Chandler and friends.
It is, you're right. Who are you going to play with?
Pretty cool and calm as Chris Chandler
all right, just whenever you're
steps
ready,
to the plate, so to speak.
This should be his favorite event. Chris Chandler's had success in the NFL because he is a short, accurate thrower. Look at his motion, how compact it is. Look how quick he's getting rid of the football. The targets are much closer when you do that.
Now air one out. Not too bad down the field. 56-point total.
That is really good execution by Chris Chandler.
Thanks, baby. Good balls. Those good balls.
Hit all 7 targets. You know, but Greg, it's always fun when you do well. Just let the target get too far away from him. Now he's getting into the rhythm of it.
Brad going to roll out and look deep.
Something he does a lot with the Redskins.
And split the targets. Wife Nikki says, oh no, a 30-point performance.
Coming to us from our nation's capital.
Greg, I think that's part of the reason why both of these quarterbacks have had such success over the last couple years.
First one off the mark.
Well, Peyton Manning has stood on the side and watched a few competitors go. He knows what's valuable in this contest is get rid of that football as fast as you can. Put a little effort into it, too.
Roll out and look for something deep.
Oh, nice throw.
Peyton Manning sharing a little time with the ball boys, and you can get to know Manning and other NFL stars by visiting the web at NFL.com. We'll be back with more from Hawaii right after this. Back to wrap up the accuracy competition, and that's Jake Plummer of the Arizona Cardinals. Chris Chandler of Atlanta has set the standard at 56 total points.
See, I don't know if 56 is all that strong. Maybe it's strong. You hit all 7.
Chris, relax. 56 points is very strong. It'll be tough for Cade Mcnown or Jake Plummer to pass that, I think. Most of these quarterbacks seem to really have trouble with the very first throw. Very few of them today have hit it. Well, Jake Plummer in good position, good posture to throw the football.
Go deep. Bullseye!
He's just got it, maybe?
Oh.
Yeah.
So Cade Mcnown now, the only one who can catch Chris Chandler.
Dude, man. I thought I was drilling him when I was letting him go. I was like, oh, that's right on. I looked back up, there's no blue. You're not supposed to look up. But when I went to throw the next one, I'm like, oh, there's no blue?
See, the guys have a chance to talk about all kinds of things while they're turning the course around for the left-hander Mcnown.
Good job getting rid of it quick. I don't know if the events changed this year, Greg, but I'll tell you what, these carts must have worked out during the offseason because
they're quicker.
They look quick, making it hard on the quarterbacks.
You got it. It's in the bag for you.
McNown's last toss is not going to be good enough.
Baby! Baby, baby, baby. I put it out there a little too far.
Sound of a winner, Chris Chandler. Our accuracy results. Chris Chandler with 56 points takes it, followed by Jake Plummer, Peyton Manning, and Jim Harbaugh. Jake Plummer, the overall leader in the quarterback challenge, followed by Chris Chandler and Cade Mcnown. Phil, you know me, the fewer rules there are, the better I like it, and there are only 2 rules to worry about here. First, you stay behind the throwing line. And secondly, you land the ball inside the landing channel. It is that simple. The record was set here in Hawaii by Vinny Testaverde, tossed an 80-yarder.
Wow, that's pretty good, 80 yards. But, Greg, you know, you'd make a good official. You would. Striped shirt, you look good in stripes.
Here's Donovan McNabb.
Donovan McNabb, powerful enough to throw the football a long way. Even though he throws a wobbler, the ball still carries out there 67 yards.
Donovan will take that for his first one, you bet.
He is. Tony Banks, the right. He has the talent. He has the potential. And I know Brian Billick will be on this guy's tail hard, and it's going to give him a good chance of having great success in the league.
Well, Tony's going to have a lot better success in this event if he can keep it in bounds.
You know, it's not quite as easy as you think keeping it in bounds.
What a day. What a day.
The spin of the ball, the wind and the spin of the ball will take it out. And remember, down the field, that's only about 15 yards wide.
Here's Jim Harbaugh of San Diego. Veteran performer here at this quarterback challenge competition. Down the field, but not as far as Donovan McNabb. Looks to be about 59 yards or so.
It's a good start.
He knows, good. He knows where that ball is going to go. He knows he can throw it around 60 yards, and when he gets close to it,
he's waving at me. He knows I can't throw it that far.
Makes him feel good. Brad Johnson looking for a little wind.
Yep, ready.
Come on, he's 6'5", 235 pounds. You don't need wind.
Whoa, what happened there?
Looked like his left leg gave out on him.
Don't worry, you got another one.
Oh. What happened? I tripped and I stumbled out.
Here's the left-handed rookie Cade Mcnown of the Chicago Bears. A true sidearmer, Phil.
That's what he is. And look, even when he throws the football, he goes to his right because he does throw it side. But what a throw.
72 big yards for Cade Mcnown.
What a shock. I did not expect Cade Mcnown to be one of the longer throwers in this event.
We'll see. This thing isn't over. This thing isn't over.
Monkey right there.
Hey, Chunky Monkey.
Woo! The wind picked me up a little bit.
No, it didn't. Don't be humble. Tell him, hey, I got a strong arm. You didn't know it, did you?
Here's Peyton Manning. And Peyton going to put a little game action into it.
Hey, he does a drop back. Oh, man, he gets everything into it.
Go, ball. Oh, that's close. Good shot, good shot.
Good throw.
69 yards for Peyton Manning on his first throw. Cade Mcnown smiling about his effort.
Oh, baby, baby, baby.
Chris Chandler psyching himself up.
He's just trying to stay nice and loose. Chris Chandler, a quarterback that throws a really pretty long ball. Good body action.
Look at that spiral and right down the middle.
Good throw for Chris Chandler.
You all right, go?
My belly. I pulled every muscle I have right here.
Pulled muscle or no, 67 yards for Chris Chandler.
Everybody blow that way. Everybody blow that way. Look at Snake. Look at Snake.
Snake is always campaigning. Wow, no run up. Just stands there and throws it.
Come back.
Perfect spiral and out of bounds.
They threw a flag. The wind didn't hook me up.
There's a flag on the play once again. The ball must land between the hash marks.
Where'd it go out at? About the 65?
Good throw, yeah. 65, 67.
I got to get a little run at it.
Yeah, take a little run.
You got to use the feet.
That's
man.
right. No,
You got to use your feet. You got to use your feet.
You know what, Jake? When it goes out of bounds, it doesn't matter where it came down. Donovan McNabb.
Nice ball. Spiral, nice. I was looking at
that was a pretty ball. That was a pretty ball.
Don't go right.
Well, you got to learn not to make those mistakes early in the game so you don't always have to come from behind.
Jake's first long-distance throw went out of bounds.
This time he runs up and throws it.
And that one's not bad. Still short of the lead, but looks to be about 69 yards.
I got it out there a little bit.
Always working the crowd. There you go. Keeping loose. I'm learning some things.
That's what I got last year. Consistent.
Well, let's take a look at the differences in Jake Plummer's his first throw.
Right.
Here's Donovan McNabb with a first-time toss of 67 yards. And adds a little to this one.
Yes, he does. Took a page from Peyton Manning.
And look at that one, 72 yards right out there with Cade McNown.
Better form, more active with his legs.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, a little gift to somebody hanging around. Don't stand near Donovan McNabb. He'll beat you up when he does something well.
Not when he's happy anyway.
I have hope.
Anytime you're tied for the lead, it's a good thing, Donovan. Here's Chris Chandler, 67 yards on his first toss.
Well, we said earlier, Chris Chandler throws a pretty long ball. Good throw. Oh, man. It didn't even move. Perfect spiral all the way.
That was nice and tight, man. That was a dime. On the rope. Very nice.
You are right.
All right.
If we had style points, we'd give you a lot. But unfortunately, distance is the only thing that counts.
Here's Peyton Manning, whose first throw was 69 yards, and he'll try to improve on that now.
A little movement. Oh, man, gets every bit of it.
Perfect spiral. That's also going to be short of the lead.
The spiral is not good.
What you got for creativity and everything? You get a 10, man.
I get 5 more points for my drop back?
With the drop and everything, you got to get creativity points.
Hey, Phil, the spiral is not working. The ducks are going further. Thanks for the advice.
Well, you'd be the first person to ever listen to me. But you know what, Peyton? I think you're right. Watch as he does his move, and then he goes up to the line of scrimmage. Again, terrific form on how to throw the ball far. But what happens is, look at the nose of the ball. It turns over, and it comes straight down instead of carrying out there for those extra 3 or 4 yards.
Here's Cade Mcnown. His 72-yarder, his first time around, has him tied for the lead.
Man, spins around it. Completely different style than anybody else.
And that one's out of bounds.
Replay.
The ball must land in between.
We want replay for that. We need replay for that.
Was that out?
I thought it was in.
I thought it was close.
I thought it was in.
They're not calling a foot foul if you step on the line.
Hit the red button.
Hit the red button. That's what they do. The coaches do in games, and they want to replay, but nope.
We have come down to a throw-off for the money in the long-distance competition between Cade Mcnown and Donovan McNabb.
Dude, this is a $20,000
$20,000 toss, all right? Oh, that's coin toss.
You better huck it. Call it McNabb.
That's
Tails.
Tails is called.
Tails is called.
It is a tail.
Yeah, my word.
Tails, he called tails.
There's one happy Philadelphia Eagle. But I think he's got it all wrong, Phil.
He thinks he's won the contest. He just won the right to determine who goes first or
I
second.
hate to tell you this, you didn't just win the event. You
Oh,
lost
man.
the coin toss.
Where's my ball?
You got to throw it down there again.
That's messed up, man.
You know what they call this, don't you? This is the McTiebreaker. Ha, get it? That's funny. Come on.
It made me not happy because I have to throw again against Mcnown.
So I guess I go first then? Is that what he's saying?
Donovan, you want to go first? Oh, no, I'm going last.
All right.
So Cade Mcnown will take the first toss.
Hey, talk about the toss was for who wins.
Get it out!
No, man. You know what I'm saying? That is messed up.
He thought he won the whole thing.
Yeah.
I thought the coin toss was won the whole thing.
That's messed
I
up.
liked your strategy, though.
You know what I'm
excitement,
saying?
you know? You had,
lost a lot of energy back there. But
you had Cade, you had him rattled because he thought he lost.
He thought it too.
His confidence is down.
I think Peyton summarized that whole thing correctly there.
Here's Cade Mcnown. Got it off, kept it in bounds.
Oh, very fortunate it did stay in bounds.
Oh, he got a nice curve.
Beautiful toss.
You're right, Donovan. He did get a nice curve.
I think it's only 70.
That was a nice curve.
Yeah.
He is definitely capable of throwing it much farther than 69 yards.
I'm starting to feel it now. That third throw will get you.
This is for the money, rookie.
Oh, that's it. Throw that in there. He's not a rookie no more. Second-year guy. Good throw. Gets his body into it.
Down the middle. Oh, he wins this easy. 76 yards for Donovan McNabb.
Quit unload it, boy.
You know, he's a lot calmer after he actually wins it, Phil.
Yeah. He was just biding his time.
Donovan McNabb wins it, and the overall standings look like this. Jake Plummer in the lead, followed closely by Chris Chandler and Cade Mcnown. Time for the read and recognition, the Directv read and recognition. Let's run down what this is about. Each player gets 4 throws. That short target, always live and stationary. The second set of targets worth anywhere from 12 to 36 points. And the deep target is live twice and is worth up to 60 points for a bullseye. And here's Brad Johnson of the Washington Redskins.
Brad Johnson's in 5th place. He needs to score on basically every throw, and
that won't help him.
That's not a good start, but you saw the yellow flag was up. That means it's live.
The second throw for Johnson. He's going to throw to his right, and that one's underthrown.
Just short.
And I'll bet you both times when that football came out of his hand, he went, ooh, that's good. But the first one's in front, the second one's behind.
Jim Harbaugh of San Diego has finished the competition, as have Donovan McNabb and Tony Banks. Number 3 for Johnson.
Well, when you're coming from behind, just like in a game, you got to be greedy. You got to take some chances and go down the field.
Put 12 on the board for that one for Brad. That brings his total to 114.
I couldn't tell what's coming up.
That one didn't come up right there.
I was waiting for any 36.
I like that one you threw at the second time.
Yeah.
Brad, you need 38.
38 for what?
Look at the thing.
Once again, a very special mahalo to
26 for what?
26 to lead, to win.
Quarterback challenge.
I mean, what, second place gets you nothing.
27. Yeah, I gotta go for bullseye. Yeah,
bullseye. No, you don't.
Well, Brad only needs 14 points to grab the lead, but he's right. He's gonna want as many points as he can grab.
He's devastated.
Well, he does. He's got to get more points. There's 4 players in front of him. I don't think they're all going to miss every target when they get up there. Setting himself.
Brad's going to go deep.
30 points. Good throw.
Big bomb was good for 30.
All right, thanks.
So Brad with a total of 144 points and is currently the leader.
He does the right thing, I think. When you're going down the field in this event, don't throw the football up in the air. Throw it on a line drive. It just gives you a much better chance of hitting that target.
I have 6 seconds. About once I take the ball out, 6 seconds to throw.
No, once the count stops moving.
So I got 8 seconds about total to roughly.
Peyton Manning in 4th place. Probably needs to hit at least 3 out of these 4 targets to give himself a chance to win.
Oh, too soon. No score.
What's he doing?
No.
You're blinded.
He was.
He didn't have a look
that one
at
was
it.
a little faster. Underneath one was a little faster.
Yeah, it was.
It's not supposed to be anyway. It's like how we run our routes.
3 guys all breaking in a line.
You know, like that you know, the back with that little angle route.
Yes, and then the tight end behind it.
Tight end's always short, back's always fast.
Of course.
4 yards apart, just like this.
Yeah. One guy taking away both of them.
They aren't all running the same offense in the NFL, are they?
I'll tell you, their teammates are going to be happy to hear that the quarterbacks really approve of their execution of the plays.
Manning, second throw. He found a target there.
Yeah, nice throw. Good recognition. And really the best thing Peyton Manning did that time, he just made a decision, and he just let it go. Throw it hard.
Did the big one go?
Now this is where the strategy comes in. Do you go for points to put pressure on the people behind you? Nope.
Dog. Bad throw, Peyton.
He went down the field.
Needs to lead overall. I'm up 27. I need a big throw here. I need a big throw here.
Well, you're right. A big throw means going for the big target down the field. Of course, you can only do that if the target is alive.
He looks deep, and it is live. But that wasn't part of the plan.
Well, it was a good throw. Really, it's just the judgment that cost him that time.
Peyton finishes with 153 total points. Cade Mcnown, 22 points to grab the lead here.
Well, you're getting to the point now, Greg. You're in 3rd place. It's strategy, a lot of strategy involved here. Where do you throw? Do you go deep if it's live, or do you just try to pile on the points?
18 points on that first throw for Mcnown.
This is the one right here. This I like dropping back and having it come from this side because you can throw it out flat. You know what I mean? Instead of across your body.
So sometimes going across, you can hold it and pull it a little more if you need to.
Or going in front of you though, you can just kind of flatten it out and let it. I'm gonna try to go to these two and maybe take a deep shot.
I think we can say there's two strategies at work there.
Well, one likes to throw to the right, the other one wants to throw to the left.
McNown, second toss. Oh, and he missed everything.
Everyone's going too high on it.
That was awful.
Before it gets past the big guy, I think you should hit it right when it starts if the flag comes up.
4 points to grab the lead. There's no fooling Cade on that last throw, was it?
Good description. It was awful. Now he needs to hit the next two targets.
We got that one. That one's worth 18 points. And we have a new leader.
I needed 27 there.
The idea, hit the targets, the more points he piles up.
So McNown, 168 on the board and looking for more. And he's not going to get any more.
Well, the deep target was live. He made a good throw. The judgment wasn't there. That's why I was just a little bit behind, and maybe it cost him the competition.
Let's go to Bonnie.
How much like it is it doing the read and recognition compared to actually throwing it to the receiver? Because, I mean, when you get out of the huddle, you pretty much have an idea of who you're going to be looking at.
Yeah, there's definitely some strategy to it. It's and obviously the thing about this is a guy like Marvin Harrison or a great receiver is not going to make the great catch for you in this drill. So you better be pretty accurate in this thing. And but there is a little strategy to it. Donovan and I could certainly do a little bit better, but it's a lot of fun.
Good news is, Donnie, rookie year under your belt, you're going to come back and do better next year, right?
Yeah, I definitely hope so. I know one thing. I'm trying to find somebody with a Volkswagen or something, put a target on it, and get some practice going. Won't see me out here next year with 6 points.
All right, guys, thanks.
Hey, what do you want me to do? What I say? What I say? Shaka? What I say?
Shaka, brother.
Shaka, brother. Shaka, brother. Is that right? I love Kauai. That's better. I love it here.
It must not have been right.
Oh, you got to give Cade points for trying anyway. There's your overall leader, Jake Plummer, waiting his turn to defend his title. As Chris Chandler steps up, and you see it there. He needs 35 points to take the lead.
Well, make the decision. Chris Chandler, an accurate thrower.
How's that?
Well, that's good accuracy. Deep targets, only alive 2 times.
I was looking short.
Dude, you don't want to get in a war in this stuff.
So he's the leader and looking for a little gravy here.
Oh, some gravy. Okay. Oh. Well, Dan Reeves didn't lie.
I'm not getting any of the short stuff.
That's right. 2 times he's thrown. Both times the deep target has been live. That's what made him go there.
So that's all right if he misses there. That didn't hurt him.
Right. Yeah,
but he could have built a good lead if he'd have just peppered like a 15 or.
You're right. I would have gone short to try to put the pressure on the quarterback behind, who is Jake Plummer.
Third throw for Chandler. He picks up 18 more. Boosts him to 197.
You must be hungry talking about this gravy all the time.
Fourth and final throw for Chris Chandler. Oh, and Chandler misses a golden opportunity to build on what is now a 57-point lead on Jake Plummer. He is the leader in the Directv read and recognition and our overall leader. Jake Plummer needs 57 points now to tie Chris Chandler, 58 or more to win. I like his position and his chances, Phil.
Well, I do too. I think the strategy is the important thing. Do you go short to get going?
Uh-oh.
Well, that's not the strategy you want. Now, Jake Plummer said to Chris Chandler, I like to throw to the right side. So the first throw, there's a target live on each side, and he decides to go left.
Yeah, first 2 throws, I'm going, where's that 36 one, you know? And neither one popped up. And there's a big one, so I went deep.
So
the second time, I'm looking for it again, and neither one popped up.
So it only came twice.
You think these guys aren't into it?
Hey, man, it's like a game. You know, you never know what's going to happen. You just got to deal with it. Once it happens, react and hope something good comes out of it.
Second throw for Jake Plummer goes down the middle, and there's a big one, 45 points.
Well, that excites the fans, and that'll make up for that first missed throw he had. And what a throw.
That helped. 12 to tie, 13 to lead. What if we tie?
It's 12 points. Yeah, you got hit when he shortens 2 times.
Jake shouldn't be thinking.
Well, let's just say I like his chances.
Jake shouldn't be thinking about a tie right now.
I don't think he is. I think Chris Chandler's trying to be realistic.
Third throw, he waits. Oh, how's that for an exclamation point? 24 big points, and there is your champion of the Directv read and recognition and the overall championship.
Go for the extra.
209 points. He still has one more toss.
I think he feels pretty good right now.
Oh, take it deep, baby.
He's throwing pretty good, too.
Yeah, sweet, man.
So in the read and recognition, Jake Plummer the winner over Chris Chandler, 114-63. A terrific champion, a terrific defending champion. The final standings in the quarterback challenge finds Jake Plummer atop the list, 234 points.